Okay, so this is like take three. I've been trying to do this video and I'm having some technical difficulties, but this time I think we'll make it. So I wanted to talk today about why Reva Joyce Crawford Foundation wants to help on a community level. Of course, we'll work individually and with families, both in group settings and in individual settings. But we want to kind of go into communities because we want to get back to this kind of grassroots notion of a village raising a child. So what do I mean by that? I mean, we want to say, hey, you come in, you talk to us, you start to get to know your neighbors start to get to know you, and all of a sudden you have this support system that you didn't even, well, you really didn't have at first, but you have this awesome support system that can help you when you are feeling like you might not be able to make it that day, or you are feeling like things are just not going your way, and you just, you need somebody to talk to, or I don't know, you need someone just to handle the kids for a second or whatever. You just need that company. So we really want to be able to go into communities and be able to talk to people, understand what's going on. If you guys need like a better daycare system, then hey, we can start looking into daycares, figuring out how to set things up like that, and implementing a daycare that is more beneficial, or if you don't have one at all, it's beneficial to the community. Um, we also want to be able to go in and help people to understand um, that they're not alone, that maybe your neighbor doesn't have the same problem that you have or the same problems that you have, but we all have something going on in our lives that may seem a little overwhelming, or may seem, you know, I'll go ahead and sound like a kid, may seem unfair, or whatever. And once you kind of connect on that level and you kind of understand that you're not alone, it changes the whole game. It changes the whole situation. All of a sudden, it's okay to get help. It's okay to need help. So I did want to talk a little bit about my background. I do have a bachelor's in behavioral sciences. I focused on psychology and anthropology. I really love psychology because I do love the individual, and I love how we as individuals can elicit change, and we can like go into a situation and essentially throw a monkey wrench into it and just start something all new. And I love anthropology because I love, about our past and where we were and what we did. Are we making the same mistakes? How have we evolved? Things like that. I have two masters, one in forensic psychology and then one in human services. So with my education, I began by saying, hey, we're all essentially good, and we're all trying to work towards these goals to make ourselves better. We want to be better. We want to improve ourselves. We want to understand ourselves and learn how to love ourselves on a fundamental level. That's where I started. And then I went into forensic psych, and they teach you that everybody's a liar and that you have to weed through the lies, get to the heart of the issue, and then kind of pull that person back to where they need to be. So forensic psychology is more like manhandling. Traditional psychology is more of compassion, nurturing, and guiding. So the way that I want to approach it, and the way that I want Reva Joyce Crawford to go, is I want to show people that they can believe in themselves and that somebody else believes in them. But at the same time, I want to be able to say, well, look, we understand that you as an individual, you have to hold something back. It's understandable. That's what we do. We have to have that little that cushion, just in case something goes wrong, just in case, you know, you don't fulfill your end of the bargain. I have my fallback. So we want to be able to go in, gain some trust. And if you don't have to fully trust us, we just want you to trust us enough to get us to that next step. As long as we get to that next step, then, because we're not trying to be invaders, we're not trying to take over something. We want to get people to the next step and then kind of walk away. And maybe you don't need us to walk away completely, but you know, we could just kind of like be there. You need us? You don't? Okay, well, fine. But we want to be able to give you what you need and be what you need so that you can elevate, and not only elevate but stay there in the elevation. Because you know, a lot of times we make change. Like, let's think about dieting, you know, something that, you know, I know, unfortunately, rather well. You lose your weight and you're like, oh man, I lost this weight, and y'all proud of yourself. And then all of a sudden, you don't even know when, because, you know, a year down the road, you're like, so yeah, all that weight that I lost, I gained that back and 40 pounds. What the? So we want to get to a point where you get there, you hit your plateau. I don't know why my phone keeps going dark and light and dark. Sorry about that. You hit your plateau and you stay there. And you stay there in a way to where it's natural. It's like, this is where you've always been. This is where you always belong. What took me so long to get here? We want you to have that kind of mentality. That's how we want to go into a community and just show it how to thrive. Guide it to thriving. So I wanted to end on, of course, we need your money. So you can go to Fundly. You can go, I get it from Cashapp, Messenger, PayPal, however you want to do it. It could be $1. It could be 50 cents. I'm not tripping on you. Whatever you can do. If you still can't do money, go and tell somebody about Reva Joyce Crawford Foundation. Tell them to look us up. Ask them, you know, hey, just go ahead and see what you think about it, you know, and maybe we can get support through that. Well, monetary support through there. Or you just, like I said, pray for us. I'm not going to tell you how to pray. Pray the way you feel you need to pray. Like, pray that we succeed in our mission. Pray that we reach our goal monetarily. You know, however you feel you should pray. But we're asking for your support. You know, money, prayers, word of mouth. Either way, it could be prayers, word of mouth, money, however you want to do it. But as usual, I want to tell you thank you. Help us help others. Thank you for listening to me. If you have comments, you have questions, you know, go ahead and put something down below the video and I will get back to you. If I don't know the answer, I'll look for it. If I can't find it, then I'll just be like, hey, I'm sorry, I couldn't find. That was a good one. You stumped me. I couldn't find it. But we want to be here for whoever needs us, you know. So even if it's not where we are right now, the internet is really a good resource. It's kind of annoying a little bit, but it is a good resource in a lot of ways. So we don't mind helping you right here in San Antonio or Washington or Alabama, where we are right now. But if we can't get to you physically, then reach out to us on the internet and we will help you. So again, thank you for listening and you have a great day.